Hello everyone and welcome to Unstoppable Bonus Gaming, guys. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make some awesome Pokemon Easter eggs for this year's Easter holidays. Alright, so for this you're going to need some eggs, a pan with a lid, food coloring that is red, yellow, blue, and green, some vinegar, some paint, water, and access to a stove, guys. This is all some pretty simple stuff to get, so go ahead and get that, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this awesome egg making technique. See you guys in the video. Alright, the first thing you're going to want to do is find an awesome saucepan. It could be any size you want to use depending on how many eggs you have. And make sure that you have a matching lid that can fit on the top of this because you're going to need a lid for this to boil and cook right. Alright, so go ahead and pick however many eggs you want. For this video, just for the sake of it, I'm going to go ahead and pick 4 eggs, 4 of my favorite eggs, so I can draw 4 of my favorite Pokemon's faces on my favorite eggs. Alright, then once you get those eggs selected, stick those eggs in that saucepan we mentioned before, and take that saucepan and fill it up with water. The thing I saw on the internet said fill it up to about 1 or 2 inches above the eggs so that way that they can boil correctly. And once you have enough water, guys, go ahead, put it back on the stove because we're going to crank the stove up to high. Make sure you put it all the way up because this thing's got to boil. Once it boils, it'll look like this right here. Take the stove, turn it back to off, guys, because we don't need to boil anymore. Go ahead, take that lid, put it on top so it can boil and cook correctly, and then once you do that, take your timer, put it to 10 or 12 minutes depending on however long you want to cook it because it turns out differently depending on how you want to do it. Go ahead, and once that's finished, guys, you can take it off, take the water you have, and go ahead and pour that out in the sink because you don't need that no more because you don't want the eggs to cook. So once you go ahead and empty out all the water, all you have to do then is take some cold water, run it over your eggs so that way the eggs can stop from cooking and they don't overcook and stuff like that. It gets really nasty. You don't want none of that right there. Alright, so then you'll be able to take your eggs and take them out of the pot and go ahead and put them on like a nice little cloth so they can go ahead and dry off. And while they're drying off, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started on our food coloring. I got some food coloring here. We're going to make some cool dye out of this. I got it from like a really cheap place. I don't know what it was called. I forgot what it was called. But for this, we're going to need some hot water, so go ahead and take some water. I put mine in the microwave. I heated it up for about 3 minutes, but in this video it shows 1 minute. I had to go back and do it again, but to get it to the right temperature, I had to get to the 3 minutes and stuff like that. Make sure it's on high and stuff like that because you gotta have some hot water for this. Go ahead and put some mitts on because this thing is gonna be hot, guys. Go ahead and get those little water cups out of there. They're gonna be burning up. The next ingredient you're gonna need, guys, is gonna be a bottle of vinegar, any amount of vinegar. You don't need very much at all, so just don't worry about how much there is. Just go ahead and put about 1 teaspoon in each cup because that's all you're going to need. It's going to help the water mix it and go with the food coloring. I don't know how it works exactly, but that's how it works. Go ahead and take in your food coloring and put about 10 to 20 drops in each one. Then get a spoon and be sure to stir each one until it all looks like it's stirring and it looks like it's like really good and nice together. Alright, so I think you should let that sit for about 3 minutes so that way the food coloring and the vinegar and the water can all mix and be together. Once that's sitting there for a little bit and you let it all like mix together and stuff, go ahead, take your eggs, drop them in there, and drop them in there good. Make sure they're submerged and stuff. Make sure the water is over top of them. Don't do too much water like I did. Mine like went over top of the thing and went really bad. But go ahead, put all your eggs in there. It's gonna be fine. Let them sit in there for 5 minutes. They'll be awesome. They'll be red, they'll be blue, they'll be yellow, they'll be green, they'll be whatever you want. And go ahead, guys, and keep those spoons. And take those spoons, guys, once they're 5 minutes is up, and take them out. So that's why you gotta keep the spoons for. It's pretty simple. Just go ahead and put your eggs. Make sure you put them on a cloth so that way you don't stain your table like I did. I stained my table pretty bad. Mom's gonna be so mad at me when she gets home. But go ahead, take them out, lay them out, and let them dry. I think I let mine dry for about 5 more minutes, which is not very long at all. Go ahead, let them dry, and once they're dry, guys, you can go ahead and start decorating them. I use my acrylic paints that I have just to go ahead and paint these things. I wanted to do a Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Pikachu, and I really worked really hard on these, and I'm really sorry for how these things are going to turn out for you guys. So hopefully they turn out okay, and guys, it's looking like they're not turning out too great, so I think I like Squirtle and Bulbasaur the best right now. The Pikachu just looks so dumb right now. Go ahead and look at these. These are my finished products right here. And look at this one on the end here. Look at that Pikachu. That just looks so dumb. Like, what is that? What is that? Alright, but that's going to be it for today's video. I appreciate you guys for watching this. Hopefully this helped you guys out. If you do make your own eggs and stuff, be sure to tag me or tweet me something like that. Make a video about it or make a whole thing about it. I want to see you guys. If you want to see more videos by me, guys, you can click right here or right here. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all are the greatest fans of all time.